People, we should be live. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
So, this is episode 1 of our Star Trek Adventures called Star Trek Pathos, which is aptly named. That should be... It's working, right. So, sorry for the delay. I've just been getting stuff ready in the last few minutes, hectically putting numbers into Roll20 while Blender was rendering images in the background for this. So the last one of which is, it's like 3/4 of the way done. It'll be done in a moment. Oh, right, now it's doing all the empty stuff. Like, it's good. I know you can't see, but this is very useful information for you, I know. Right.
Quality content.
And it's finished. Okay, save as.
Hey.
Put that in as number 5. Okay, save. I would have rendered more, but there wasn't time. Plus the model's not finished. Yeah, by the way, the model isn't finished. It's in a presentable state. Okay.
Regards then.
Right. So just
Presentable, but no more.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just opening up my notes now. There they are. Good. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, got to open up the rulebook. Hello, Yanni. How are you?
Hello.
STRPG. Oh, hello, CangoFango, who's in chat again. You better get over here. We're about to start the game. Okay, I've got my rulebooks open, so I'm done. I'm good to go. I'm now officially good to go. So, let's switch scenes. Tired? Fine, thanks. And you? Good as well. I've been really looking forward to this, and I've been spending today pretty much just doing prep modeling in Blender to get the ship done, which isn't completely done, but it's mostly done. So I'll switch over now, and then you'll be able to see. So there we are. Hello. Yes.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Okay. Right. So, would everybody like to introduce their characters, their names, who they are, their positions?
Y'all can see the renders now. That looks good.
Thank you.
On the stream.
So, CangoFango, how about you start?
Yes. Okay. I am Doviah, Drenlich, Twossock. I am the comms officer of the USS Pathos.
Could you say that name slower again, please?
Doviah, Drenlich, Twossock. Yes.
This is gonna be fun.
Yes. Doviah.
Doviah.
Right.
Okay, how about Rogue? Would you like to go next?
Okay, Neo, just also nicknamed Backfire, a lieutenant, also, is it, Helms?
Your flight controller, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Helms, is it Helms?
Yes.
Yeah, flight controller Helms.
Okay.
God help us if you're piloting.
How about you go next, Mr. W?
Of course. My name is Yosef Westacre. I'm a human, and I'm the chief of security with the rank of commander.
Okay. How about you go next, Dodd?
I am Captain Shiun. I am a Vulcan. I'm the commanding officer. We're gonna have a good time.
We are.
Okay.
How about you, Sharius, go next with all of the NPCs?
Me?
Every
Okay.
single.
So, hold on.
No,
I need to
Get
get
the list.
Shut up.
Okay, so we're going to be here for a while. So I've got 3,242 names prepared. So let's go
Oh
through them.
God almighty. Name number 1, John Smith.
John Smith. Okay. Hold on, are the images lagging this a bit more? Hold on, one moment. Is this smoother? No, it's not. It's not lagging it. That's fine. Strange. It's just my webcam seems really laggy for some reason. I don't know what it is. Oh, it might be the fact that
You're
was
not
still
exactly
running.
well on mine at least. You're not exactly very smooth.
Yeah, it's quite laggy.
There is a little bit of lag.
I don't know
Oh, well.
why really.
Yeah, I see it's
Anyway.
all on Discord.
Yeah. Actually, no, that's okay. Anyway, we'll start. We will start. So. Now, let's set the scene.
Here we go.
It is the year. It is the year 2269, and the USS Pathos is currently docked at Starbase 14 for recrewing and resupplying. The previous crew have been reassigned to different vessels, and a new crew is taking over its ship. Starbase 14 is located near the Klingon neutral zone. It is a deep space outpost, and it has a lot of kind of spy tech on it. So like long-range sensor platforms and other equipment like that. There are a few freighters in the area, but nothing major. After you've all boarded and made yourselves comfortable, you find yourselves on the bridge as it is your duty shift. So, comms officer, you are getting contacted by the outpost that recrewing and resupplying has finished, and that you are ready to undock when you're ready. As for
Okay.
yes, as for the mission, you have not been contacted yet. You have not been contacted yet.
Oh god, we're 5 minutes in and already a retcon.
Yeah, it's just I'm getting the notes up because in the background I'm trying to see what's causing that lag,
yeah.
but I don't know what it is. So
Yeah.
So right, you know that the commander of this space station is called Commander Kyle Burns. You've only talked with his lieutenants. You've never actually talked with him while you were here. So. You're all on the bridge. What would you like to do?
So we're ready to depart, basically.
You're ready to depart when you want
Okay.
to.
Yes.
Okay,
Go on.
so there's one thing I haven't really been clear on
Yes.
in the other campaign
Yes.
either, which is like how you're supposed to receive missions, if it's something you need to contact someone or they just contact you whenever they have one, and what the actual protocol is when you
Yes.
don't have one.
So normally Starfleet Command or someone higher up will contact you with a mission and give it to you. However, in this specific case, this is the ship's first voyage under this command. So it would be appropriate for you to contact them and ask what your duty roster is, what your mission statement is.
Can I also ask, would we have all got to know each other, or like is it just we've all sort of we're meeting on the ship essentially? Are we meeting on the ship?
I would say that you have gotten introduced on the station and you have met each other, but that doesn't have to go any deeper than that.
Woo!
Okay.
Somebody seems
Woo,
happy
we're
about
strangers. Celebration.
that. Somebody seems very happy about that.
Yeah.
But we would know
I
what
think
the
I am
captain's
humming,
name
okay?
is, right?
Oh yes.
Good.
So
Yes, you would know.
Which
The
I've already
captain-
forgotten.
So the
Hello.
captain is now on the bridge in the center chair. What do you want to do? What's your first order?
Let me remind myself of people's names.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for me to get
Yeah,
used
we,
to it as
we,
well.
yeah, we should make notes of.
Yeah. Officer Twossock?
Yes?
That took a while.
Establish communications with Commander.
Will do. Sir. Actually, Captain. Okay.
Madam, you
Patching
twat.
through.
So,
I have to roll for this.
this is, I'm going to say yes. As a difficulty 0 task, I'm going to allow you to roll for this to generate a little bit of momentum if you would like to do this. So this is comms plus engineering, difficulty 0, assisted by the ship.
Right.
So,
Comms plus engineering.
no, sorry. What was it?
I think it is engineering and
Are those two?
what was it? Control? I think it's control
Ah,
and engineering.
control, of course.
Control and
Oh, right, because comms is the ship thing. I was thinking of what the ship needs to roll, because with the ship it's going to be comms.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the ship it's comms, communication plus engineering. That's correct.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
First
Okay.
roll.
Sure. It's a good start. Not too promising, but also... No, it's a fine start. I will let you know that the GM starts with 2 threat per player. So who would like to roll for the ship? Rogue, would you like to roll for the ship?
Give me a sec. Yeah, what are we rolling?
Communications plus engineering.
Communication slash... Oh, engineering, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Doing
No,
engineering and...
communications, not engines. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, I got it.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Can I quickly ask? Twitch chat or Twitch can't see our character issues, can they?
Nope, they can't.
No.
God, okay, good.
Also, room
They can see the rolls though.
I just need to make notes on who's who. Like usually made.
Right.
Oh, we've got
That's
quite
right.
a few people in chat. Hello, Willis1961. Hello, Roomsbath. Hello, Ghostbur.
Hey, Ghostbird!
And Dodrebur, whoever you are. And Bing Cortana.
What a weird name.
Albastru. Hello.
Oh,
CangoFango.
yes. Hello.
Rogue. Hello, everybody. Oh, another success. Good, good. 2 momentum to start with. So you get the commander very quickly, and it's a very good connection. So
Yay.
on screen comes he's a man kind of in his late middle age, so getting silvery hair, but he's got a very muscular jaw, and he's wearing the commander's uniform, and he says, "Hello, Pathos. How are you finding the chair, Captain?"
It is suitable. I would like to request our first mission brief.
Right, yes. I shall endeavour to keep it that. Let me see here. Yeoman, I need... yes, and you can see from outside of the view screen, comes walking yeoman. He's carrying several of those thick data pads, hands one of them to me, looks at it and puts it away, gets another one, and he says, Right, this one, yes. We've been getting some mysterious signals from system ACS-418. Now, it is located within the Klingon neutral zone. However, our long-range sensors have indicated that there is potentially a pre-warp civilization there. They've been talking or sending on subspace communications, which is very strange for a pre-warp civilization. And so you have been granted special permission to enter the neutral zone in order to investigate. More specifically on the fourth planet. Yes, one moment. Looks at it. Yes, the fourth planet. I'll send you the mission briefing in more details. Do you have any questions?
Thank you. What are our limitations for engagement?
Well, General Order Number 1 still applies. So, don't make yourselves known unless it is clear that they have already had contact with other interstellar societies. Also, please...
Noted.
Also, please avoid starting a war with the Klingons.
Naturally.
Of course. I've heard from your engineering staff that you are missing a chief engineer. Is this correct?
Yes.
Right. I've got several candidates. I'll assign someone to rendezvous with you after you've completed this first mission.
Thank you, Commander.
Very well. Now, if you need any backup, please comms and we will send a ship to assist you.
Much appreciated. Good day.
Good day. Do you end the comms call?
Yes.
I meant Kango.
Yes.
Oh.
Because he's
Yes, I will.
comms.
I will.
Yes.
Sure.
Technically, I don't control that directly.
Anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
We need the button beeping of the Constitution class bridge.
Yeah.
All the sounds.
Okay.
What does it sound like? The button beeping?
A lot of beeping everywhere on the bridge,
Mhm.
just in different
Because
pitches.
all of the
Damn,
all of the buttons are basically backlit jelly beans, which is what they used. Right. So now, what would you like to do?
Set course for ACS 418.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What speed do you want to go at,
Okay.
Rogue? What speed do you want to go at?
What's the standard for this time?
Standard is about warp. Well, it's a different warp scale, but just for convenience sake, we're going to use the same stats. So about warp 6 or so. Well, warp 5 to 6. If you go to warp 8, you're already pushing it, and going any faster than that, it's going to get tricky. Plus, it's not the same warp scale, so.
All right, warp 5.
Okay.
Okie dokie, Cap. Let's
Right.
do this.
So
Let's go.
the moorings have cleared.
Huh.
And maneuvering thrusters are taking the ship away from the station, and you engage warp. As you can hear that grinding, humming sound get more intense in the background as you jump to warp. Oh, there's a link to that Kango's posted to. Is it just the ambient?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's an
To the
ad.
Verbo holiday homes.
Not
I don't remember
Filled with
having
your
ads.
family.
Don't shout on Twitch!
Your
Don't shout on Twitch!
Yeah, you probably did hear that ad though. Probably did.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna say I can't hear it because I'm not I don't have the Twitch page open. Because if I did, I'd have to mute it.
Right, so you can listen to it, I can't. Right. So, it's going to take you a few hours. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. It's going to take you a few hours to get to where you're going. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the meantime, or can we skip to that position? Yes, what would you like to do?
I would like to quickly suggest that you, for Twitch's sake, for you to turn on your lights. Both of you do have the face cam. The face cam, because it's getting a bit
still
dark.
light outside.
Yeah, but it's but it's not as bright as it could be. And being is that this is being, we have a production value here.
Why are you paying for it?
I was unaware of this.
Yes, out of my own pocket. Thank you very much.
You are? Oh, I must have misplaced the
that's
contract. Please send me a copy of it again. Please.
Let's all get the most expensive things. Anyway, in terms of the game, I don't think there's anything that I would I would feel like I would need to do.
Okay.
Me neither. I just sit at my post.
I think the captain will review the mission details that were sent to us.
Okay. So, as you look at the details, you can see that the system, although it has been discovered, obviously, it has not been charted, which means there's never been a ship that visited this place. Additionally, it is a yellow dwarf, the star. There are 5 planets in total. There's the first one is very, very hot, like molten, and then you've got an acidic one, then you've got a very rocky one, and then the fourth one, which is the one you're investigating, is a Class M world. It has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is temperate, and yes, it seems to have an orange sky. But you don't know what's causing that because no ship has been here. The fifth one is a gas giant. It doesn't have any rings and it is quite dark brown. So all in all, the only special thing about the system is that it has a Class M world, which stands for Menshara class, which means it's inhabitable by human life.
It's in the Goldilocks zone.
Well, yes, and it also has an atmosphere that's breathable.
It's very important.
Mm-hmm. And yes, okay. And that's the information you have.
All right.
Okay. So if that's it, then we'll skip ahead. Well, actually, no. This would be where we get the intro. So like the introducing the theme, the main theme, like the space, the final frontier, and that whole thing. Yes. What do you want to do?
Can I quickly ask who is the first officer an NPC, or did I miss?
I assume so.
Well, at this point,
we didn't establish one,
yeah.
So
yeah.
I would say you don't have a lot of the NPCs yet. A lot of the NPCs are going to rendezvous with you when you've either rendezvous with you when you finish this mission, or are going to be supporting characters that we create on the fly. So an NPC, so first officer has not been established yet. From a rank point of view, it would be your character, Mr. W, because you're a commander in rank. So you're the next highest ranking on the bridge. So if you're happy with that, we can do that. So you're the first officer. Are you happy with that, Captain?
I think until we get an official first officer. Until we get an official first officer.
Acting first officer.
And then you become it.
Are you happy with that, Captain?
Yes, I accept my chief of security as acting first officer.
Okay.
You are gonna regret that.
Right. So, let's skip ahead a bit.
Ooh.
After a few hours of travel, on your console, looking up character names, Nero, on your console, Nero, you can see that you are now just approaching the outskirts of the system. A preliminary scan has been done. No ship signatures have been found within the system. However, to get any more information, we would need to roll. At this point, you're still at warp, but you're gonna be there in like a minute.
Right.
We'll be there soon, Cap.
All right. Limit power output on approach. Remain discreet.
You got it.
Okay.
Begin sensor sweep.
Right. And we don't have any dedicated player for that, so it's going to be my roll.
Nope.
Ooh. Okay. Well, okay. That's sure.
Okay.
Sure. Mr. W, would you like to roll for the ship?
Yeah, sure.
This is going to
what's
be
the roll again?
sensors plus science.
Sensors plus science.
No, we're not going to hold a seance. I said science.
Oh, shut
For
up.
the cursed shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to try and, because we had a little incident. I wonder if he's going to try and bring in another campaign into this somehow.
No,
sensor plus
I would never do
I think that would be
that.
difficult.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Given
because we
the
did have
time frame.
an issue. Well, yeah, but that's exactly the issue that we have. Okay, sensor plus science.
Yep.
Complication range, is that just
It's just one. It's just one.
And a ship always uses a focus, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Always use focus, set that, yes. Here we go.
One success. Right.
Nice.
So the difficulty for this was
Hey.
2, and that is 3 successes because that counts as a crit because a focus applied for the character. Sorry. So you've generated 1 momentum, which you will also be able to use for obtain information, of course, if you choose to do so. And I'm going to say that this. So we're now up to 2 momentum. 1 evaporated because of the scene change. But we're up to 2 again. So the readout you get, the ensign who's at sensors, looking through their visor. He says, "I'm not reading any ships in the system. No debris, no beacons. I am picking up the subspace signal, however, and also energy signatures from the 4th planet. It would appear to be some sort of matter-antimatter generator.
Okay.
Perhaps I'm getting a bit of interference. Perhaps it is underground. We would need to get closer." So, do you want to spend
Alright.
momentum for obtain information?
Alright. What information would be the most valuable at this point?
In this case, I would allow you to get a bit closer first, and then spend momentum on the same roll, because it's a sensor sweep, so I would count that as the same roll, if you wanted to do it a bit
Yeah,
later.
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're approaching the planet, entering a parking orbit. On the view screen, you can see quite beautiful orange world. It's a bit strange because the water is blue, the land is green, but the atmosphere is just this bright orange. The clouds as well. The officer at the science console says, "Right, Captain, I can now definitely confirm it is underground. I'm also picking up a settlement near the energy signature on the surface."
Life signs?
Hey.
About 400 or 500. And-
Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Do you want to use another obtain information?
Maybe we could see if we could determine how, like, whatever creating with the energy source, like how, like roughly how large that is, something like that.
Well, you could maybe also ask to put it on screen to just have a magnified image, like on the screen from orbit.
Oh yeah.
If you would like to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Probably operations or helm. Maybe comms. Anyone. Maybe science. I'm gonna say you can do it from any
Okay,
console.
it's just being done then.
From any console.
Sure.
Okay. As it zooms in on the view screen, you can see it is really quite flat. There aren't any hills anywhere. There's a bit of forest, lots of grassy plains, except for one mound. There is a forest-covered mound, which is where the energy signature is emanating from. And around it, you can see... It looks like a settlement of people who are in the Neolithic age, so Stone Age. You can see lots of huts. There are a few buildings made of stone you can see from orbit, but only around this mound. You cannot detect any other settlements anywhere on the planet.
Okay, I've got 2 ideas so far. Wow. Yeah, 2 ideas so far.
All right.
Well, would you like to bring them forth as first officer or acting first officer?
Okay, I gotta sort the voice. I gotta sort the voice out now. Captain, if I might, the first 2 things that come to my mind are either this was put onto the planet before this life was here, and life sprang up sort of as an afterthought, or this life existed here before, and the energy source was put on after that. Lord knows what. If the latter is true, then Lord knows what the. Okay.
Do you want to restart the sentence?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. The first character moment. That's it.
Yes.
We'll just do another take.
Yeah.
We'll do another take.
Yeah.
Action.
The first session of a character is always like,
Yeah.
who am I?
It is.
How
It'll
do I-
settle.
the phrase "How do I word"?
Scene 3, take 2.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Captain, if I might, the first 2 things that pop into my mind are this energy source was created on this planet, and life just sprung up as an afterthought, or perhaps life already existed on here, and another kind of being put this energy source on the planet, because I would say that it's incredibly unlikely that people that Neolithic come up with this.
Your theories are noted. Officer Twossock,
Twossock, yes? Captain?
intercept the comm signals.
Doing that now.
Okay.
Also, by the way, my character is from the UK. Our character.
So you mean from what was the
Okay.
UK?
Yeah.
There are no.
Yeah.
There are no separate states anymore.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah. United Earth. So it's yes.
Yep.
Which, I mean, that can go really well in the case of Star Trek, or world government can go also really, really poorly in a lot of other sci-fi settings. So Star Trek's one of the ones where it went well.
Right, so
sort of a weird one where Star Trek is deals with sort of more of a utopia than a dystopia.
Yeah, Star Trek is a utopia. That's one of the unique things about it, especially when it was first created. But anyway, don't want to get onto too many tangents because our time here is limited, people.
True.
Yes.
Right. So, you intercept communications, and it is... They are a set of coordinates on the planet's surface, which is the Neolithic village. They are beam down locations. And it's just repeating that.
Okay, I would relay that to the captain.
But good. By the way, if Dodrebur is taking Dodrebur, is taking a while, is because she's taking notes.
Yes.
The note taker.
Which is
I can't respond until I've written it down.
Yeah. Which is very helpful.
Yeah,
very useful as well.
All right.
While we're waiting for that, can somebody show me what the flight controls look like?
The flight controls? What do you mean?
Yeah. Like how they would look.
Oh, you mean...
what I'm looking at.
I
and
see.
How...
I'll post a picture in-game. Or in reference.
Thank you.
Perhaps. Da-da-da-da-dum.
Yes. Because I'm...
There we are.
Do I just press a button and it all goes?
It
or does
looks.
it just,
It basically looks like this. So, there's a picture from a VR game. So it basically looks like that. If you look on there, I'll post it in Twitch chat as well, so you can look at it if you're watching. Yeah, that's what the bridge looks like, by the way. Would should probably be useful to post that before. But that's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is just like a data signal, just information coordinates being sent.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't come with anything.
Nope.
No,
Just-
like,
Hello. No, nothing
sign
like
of.
that.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. So, with just that information, we can't assume that the people in the settlement are aware of anything. It could just be people in this underground location that are trying to do this, or something very old that we just picked up on. So...
Well, perhaps. However, okay, I'm going to give you one little detail as well, which you probably would have gotten, but I neglected to mention, which is that this signal that Starbase 14 was picking up, it only started a few days ago. So it's not been an ongoing thing. They have been monitoring it, and it only begun a few days ago.
Well, there goes bugger. Well,
Okay.
there goes both of my theories.
Well, it's
Well,
the
not
signal.
directly,
It's the
'cause-
signal, not the thing that was
Yeah.
here. So
Yes.
That's true.
Could be something that's been here for a long time and just decided now it wants someone to come visit.
maybe it's getting lonely.
And
Aww.
Maybe. Okay.
It looks like this. So, looks like a Stone Age. The big mound.
The mound looks... Well, the mound is covered in forest. And the Stone Age settlement is all the way around it. Basically a ring around it.
Is the Stone Age just a front?
Maybe.
All right. Okay, I don't think there's any way to proceed without going down. So, I need a security team and I guess some sort of science officer. I don't know what that would be called.
Yeah, just a science officer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You called, madame?
Oh, goodness.
So that usually things I would do.
They kind of, because I wanted to play a character who's a bit sort of who's a bit more casual, a bit less stiff upper lip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
I'm doing the opposite.
This is actually a good opportunity to
Supporting characters.
Yes, to get started with the supporting characters.
I thought so.
Mhm.
Oh yes. Ah yeah. We also haven't given descriptions of our characters yet, have we?
Yeah, but that's well, if you want to, sure, go ahead.
Do it. Well, I'll probably start next session.
Okay, so
Whatever.
we can have a maximum of 4 supporting characters introduced each episode. So each session, it says.
Because there's 4 of us.
No, because of the scale of the ship. It's the crew support.
Ah, right.
Right? So,
Right.
who of the player characters is going on this mission? Because the others that are not
I would not be.
can then create a supporting character, then go down instead of them.
Yes. So I would like to.
Well, I'm going because of my value. Do you earn dirty work?
Yeah. I mean, like my
The captain would go in this case.
in
Okay.
true original series fashion. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Kango and Rogue, what about your characters?
Could I have a supporting character? Could we make one?
Yes. So,
So how
this
does
does work over the website as well. So it's pinned in reference material.
Right. So,
So
the
you
very
select-
first link.
Yes.
Hold on. Brain needs to find it.
It's
So-
it's in the pinned
to work.
things.
Right. Command division. Yes.
Okay.
Supporting character.
Right, and I will add
Right,
these. I will add these as characters in Roll20 as well when we've between sessions.
Right.
I just love how posh Dodge sounded when she said, "Oh goodness."
Okay, so
Right.
would the do the two of you need help going through this? It's very straightforward. It's just one.
I might not. So
Oh yeah, of course I'm going to because due to disabilities and stuff.
Okay, so if you go onto it, are you on the page where you need to put in the values?
On the we go on to the is it the same website we do the
It is
character.
the same
yeah?
website, yes. And you select
Okay.
Core and Command Division.
Core and Command Division. Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
go to Original Series.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Supporting Character.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Supporting character. Yeah.
hmm And then where it says Department at the top, you can select either.
Yeah.
You need to
type in.
type in either Engineer, Doctor, Scientist, or Security. Which is just which department they're in. Or I guess you could choose something else as well if you would like to.
Well, being as we need security officers for this, wouldn't security be the one that we go to?
Well, didn't
Well,
you
we need
want to go
security
along?
and science.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, and possibly a medical person as well,
Okay.
just in case. I
So-
would.
Do other
Yes.
doctor. I do doctor.
Doctor. Okay.
Fun.
So then
I'll do science.
Okay,
That's
you're
my
going to
lab.
science. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then you select which species they are. Don't pick Trill or Denobulan. Also probably not Romulan. But the others are fine.
But the human.
Human, that's good.
Same.
Right, and then you can select which ones. So 3 attributes that they have a +1 bonus in.
What do you need for a doctor?
Hmm?
She's would
For Doctor, I would say
yeah,
Insight.
is it
I would say Insight might be quite good.
yeah.
Reason also, perhaps. And maybe also
Yeah.
Control.
Okay.
And then for disciplines, you can switch those around. So if you click into one of the fields on the right where the number is, it'll highlight it. And then you can click on another field to switch those two around, those two numbers. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, right. I see.
Do you see what I mean?
Field. That's fine. I'll leave it as it.
Okay. And then you need to pick 3 focuses and a name, and that's it. As well as the rank, of course, but... So, 3 focuses. So for medical, field medicine might be a good one. And you could also maybe pick psychology, perhaps. That would maybe also focus put into it.
So, how do I spell psychology? That sounds a fun one.
ESYCHOLOGY.
One, is it, what was it? P...
ESY
Yeah.
CHO
CHO...
LOGY. Did you just spell phycology?
Maybe.
Phycology.
It's probably
Psychology.
No.
Yes.
Yes, there we are.
I got it. Right, and
There we go.
Great.
That should be right.
That's better.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Chat won't understand what we're laughing about.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yes, it's on Discord. It's a Discord
Right.
thing.
So, have you chosen all 3 focuses, or do you still need to choose
Yeah.
one?
field man psychology, and let's go. Damn it, I think.
How about microbiology? Or you could just do xenobiology. Xenobiology is quite a good one to have.
Z.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, and then you just need to pick a name, and then export to PDF. Once you get the hang of this, like once we've created a couple of supporting characters, we'll be able to fly through this in a couple of minutes.
So what would the rank be?
The rank, I would say,
Crewman or
well,
specialist?
crewman could work, but I would say maybe ensign or lieutenant junior grade or something like that, or lieutenant. I wouldn't really go much higher than that.
Sure, ensign. I need 2 more focuses. What would be good for a science officer? I'm trying to think of my other character. What focuses he had?
Well,
I've got social recognition as one.
okay.
For the other 2, I don't know. Would tricorders work? But
Yeah, well, so this character is being created for this scenario, which means that the character has in the universe. The character has traits which led to them being picked for this away mission, which means that you can pick a focus that is specifically relevant to this situation, and it still makes sense.
subspace communications? I don't know. Perhaps?
Perhaps.
Or is that too specific?
I mean, you could pick maybe anthropology.
Sure.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Do you need one more?
One more.
Okay. Well, if you can pick the name first, we should have picked the name first, so we can already get started with the scene while
Alright.
other stuff is being filled in. But okay, so what are your names?
I'm just thinking of one now.
Tom Robin.
Tom what?
What?
Tom Robin.
Robin. Oh, I see.
Yes, Tom Robin.
This is quality Quitch. Quitch? This is.
Yes, you're right, it is.
This is quality Twitch content right here. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Quick.
And Kango.
Yes, I've got a name.
What is
That's
it?
what.
Yarly Gwissom.
With a Y?
Yes. Two
Sounds
Y's.
like an insult.
With double S? Gwissom?
GWISSOM.
Oh. Oh, I see.
And Yarly, like
Yarly Gwissom. Okay.
YARLEY.
Right. So,
Alright.
now, let's continue.
I'll export it to a PDF.
Sure, both of you export it, and please post it in Admiral Chat Private, so that I can then put it into Roll20 once we're done. Okay, so, the away team has been assembled. It is the... Let me see if I can pronounce all these names. So it is
Just give me a
Shiun.
couple. Just give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna just turn the light on in my room.
Okay, so the Captain Shiun is going. That's how to pronounce it, right? Shiun?
Yeah.
Shiun, okay.
Hello.
Shiun is going, as well as Yosef Westacre.
Well, hello.
Yosef Westacre. And then we've also got Tom Robin and Yarly Gwissom, who are going. And that's everything. Yes, that's everything. Good. So, you
Yes.
meet in the transporter room. There is a transporter operator there, wearing his engineering overalls. As you step onto the transporter pad, you give him the coordinates. I really like that you didn't even check if the atmosphere is breathable, or if what the orange thing is about, if that's all safe, just beam down. And
Oh, balls.
as you have the thought, he energizes
It's like go.
he energizes and you dematerialize.
Perfect.
I thought about doing that at one point, and then I got distracted by something and forgot it was important.
It distracted. That sounds about right.
So
You're the note maker, for God's sake.
because
Hey, I take notes because my memory is bad.
so
This is what we're dealing
okay.
with.
So because you didn't check this is creating tension in the
things and
situation.
stuff.
So I'm giving myself one threat for that.
Ooh.
Because you're beaming down into an unknown situation without checking even if the atmosphere is breathable. I mean, that bodes well. I mean that is truly TOS fashion. Just
Yes.
beam down without checking anything.
That's great.
So we're already in the right.
Well, for great start.
We need to make. Hey, no, I'm doing that now. I'm going to make like a to-do list for certain situations. Well, probably more for security-based situations. But I'm making a to-do list for away stuff.
You're gonna make an away team checklist. Okay, so
Basically,
check
yeah.
whether the atmosphere is
Wow.
breathable. Is there radiation? Or
Okay,
I am.
right.
I'm gonna
So
turn this
I'll
on.
just do that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hopefully turn it
Sure.
away a bit more so it's not as bright.
Hello, light. Yes.
Yes. So I think that's probably a little bit. Is that okay?
It's better.
Uh,
I checked the face cam. Mine was
oh, that's nice.
nearly black.
It looks like there's
Much
light
better,
coming in from
much
the
better.
window, but there's not.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
So, as you rematerialize, the first thing... Okay, so let me describe the scene. You are standing on a ground of thick mosses, green and purple and blue. Around you are several huts that look like they have been built out of bamboo and broken branches. There is a fire ahead of you, like a little fireplace, similar to a campfire. You can see for absolutely miles and miles, and you can also see the mound, the big hill over to the right, which is covered in forest. The air is very fresh, and it would seem breathable. The sky is orange, and there are about 6 people standing in front of you who were weaving baskets. Both men and women. They are wearing what looks like very ragged clothing. However, they seem quite clean and quite relaxed. They are smiling as they then turn over to notice the people who've just materialized in the center of their village.
Okay, so that's one of the things that we were told not to do already.
So, okay. So, like, as we were going through the transport thing and talking about forgetting things, what I was going to do was make sure that we chose coordinates, not exactly the ones that were sent to us, but ones slightly outside the settlement. But then by telling me that I forgot to do one thing, you made me forget another thing.
Additionally, it's also the stress of being on stream. So
At least it's being archived.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. At least it's being archived.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm so glad Saturday one isn't. I'm so glad Saturday one isn't.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So
I would definitely have to put a mature rate on that one.
Although the thing is that the way this has gone so far is perfectly in character for the original series.
Yes.
Like perfectly.
Yes.
At least.
I can just imagine
At
it.
least
Yes.
that's good.
So they.
If you want to know my checklist, my awaiting check. If you want to know my awaiting checklist, it's in check atmosphere, radiation issues, safety suits, dangers of teleport location, and atmospheric potential dangers. That's what I've got so far.
Okay.
However, it is out of character for my character
I see.
to
However,
just jump into
this
things.
is the pilot.
which-
This is the pilot. So
Yeah.
I mean, in the original pilot of the original series, Spock was laughing, like Spock
Oh.
was laughing all over the place. So that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
quite
One of her
unders-
values is literally structure is success. She would have a process.
And
Yeah.
We'll establish that next time.
Right.
So, understandably, the people ahead of you put what they were doing down and stand up, and they are looking at you in wonder. Unsure of what to make of you. They look, for all intents and purposes, human.
Aye.
And then one of
That
them
doesn't look.
One of them is taking a few steps forward towards you.
Okay. Can I sort of not say anything, but sort of like put like how are we set up? Like, am I in the middle and everyone else is like aside to me? Because if that's the case,
I
I'm
would
gonna,
say-
like, put my arms up.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to step in front of people, for example, then that's something you can do. You can just say, okay, I'll step in front of people, and
I think I will. I'll step in front of our I'm going to say our crew, but my crew for all intents and purposes. Put my arms up to the side. and
No,
then
the
just, like,
captain is with you. It's not your crew.
Careful.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'll wait. I'll wait
Okay.
for the captain's orders.
Right. As will I. Well, yes.
right. So it's a man who approaches you, of course, in bare feet. Again, in bare feet, and he takes a small bow in front of you, and he says, "Greetings, travelers. Welcome to our settlement. How was your journey?"
Okay.
Oh, God,
Our journey was pleasant. There was an indication that you were requesting another's presence.
He seems confused. He seems a little bit confused, and a few
I'm
of the
being
other
vague. I'm being intentionally
yeah.
vague.
a few of the others
Shh, you.
a few of the others are approaching as well. And then, Kango, you can feel that someone's tugging on your uniform a little bit. You look down and you can see that there's a child there, just who's very, very seem fascinated by the fabric of your uniform.
Right. Okay.
Looks like they're
Also-
youngsters.
Yes. So if you want a question about out of character about supporting characters, if someone creates a supporting character, if they give them a voice, a specific voice, will other players who play those in the future also have to use that voice, or will it be just some
Theoretically, yes, but please keep it reasonable.
Right.
Yeah. Also, don't expect me to fake a British accent.
Yeah.
And the supporting character, I didn't mean the supporting character, my main character was British. Okay. Well, it's.
Right. So,
Sure,
the confusing.
yes.
The man who spoke before speaks up and he says, "You will have to explain later, but for now, please refresh yourselves. You must be tired after such a long voyage." Hello, Willis 961.
Are you aware of the length of our voyage?
And then he says, "Yes, you have traveled the heavens to find our world."
Oh, Christ.
Very well.
Do you accompany him as he leads you further
Yes.
into the village?
I follow.
This is...
With a 3 meters distance, perhaps?
Okay. So he leads you into one of the huts, the dirt floor inside. There is no light source here. However, on the ground you can see there are stone plates, like big stone blocks on the ground, where you can see that all sorts of fruits and grains and vegetables have all been laid out already there. And he says, "Please help yourselves. If you wish to wash yourselves, there's a stream about 50 intervals that way." No, there are no cookies. There are no cookies. These
Oh,
are
the stream right here.
these are Neolithic people. Or, well,
Can I quickly ask, out of character,
mhm.
would we be a bit... Because I assume that intervals would be more appropriate for people, like, for example, in Starfleet, more high-tech people.
I
is
assumed
the
that was a placeholder.
This is the universal translator translating what they're saying. So
Yeah.
they're not actually speaking English.
Right. Well, you said they were human, at least.
Well, I said they were, for all
they
intents
looked
and purposes,
human.
they looked human.
Yeah.
By that I meant no antenna, no green
Ridges.
skin, nothing like that.
Only 2 arms.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of non-humans in the series
Yes.
that look very human.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So, what would you like to do, people? He indicates for you to sit down and eat what is on the stone.
I put one of my hands from my hand that behind my back, and I go to grab one of the food, look at it, and go, yes, very Stone Age by the look of it. Captain.
you just
And put that down again.
you pick up some of their food and say, yes, very Stone Age, and put it back down.
You've touched it, now you gotta eat it.
The first line of the supporting character.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay, so I want to know, what is everybody doing?
Well,
Okay.
if it's possible for me to do this without them like suspecting anything, I'd like to suggest to the captain. If I might suggest, Captain, I would recommend them because we've already rather buggered up.
Mr. W, if you're going to do very soft-spoken voices, please do them closer to the microphone. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I can barely hear either. As well.
I've got the
Where is
compressor
my-
on for the stream, so
Where is my mic for the
on the laptop it's probably on the top where the camera is, I would guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say it normally.
Scream it!
Yeah, I'll say it normally, but you just imagine it sort of whispering.
Okay.
If I might suggest, Captain, we've already rather buggered up the advice of don't make contact with these people unless we're sure they've had contact with
another interstellar civilization, basically.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to do it in a way that wouldn't give it to them.
Oh, right, I see. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Post-warp civilization. So if you want my suggestion and advice, it's to do whatever the hell we need to do, and then get the hell out of here as quickly as possible.
Okay, that's a bit out of character because in the original series, swearing isn't really a thing. It's actually a comment. When they travel back in time, they are so ridiculously incapable of talking in like 60s swearing, where it's like it's like double dumbass on you and things like that, where they have to.
Star Trek 4.
My bad. That was a lack of player knowledge.
Lack of player knowledge. That's fine. That's fine.
Just sub in.
Yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what's the captain's response?
We need to establish the nature of this settlement above all else.
If you say so.
Besides, they have a limited awareness, which is enough for our purposes.
Okay. So is anyone going to eat some of the food?
Yes, I will.
Could I try to scan it?
Would it?
You want to scan it? Okay. So for this,
I was going to say, is there like a table that a tricorder could be hidden under to scan things?
Not really. These tricorders are the big boxes that you have with a strap around yourself.
Yes.
The big black boxes. Not really. No.
It's so 60s.
Yep.
Ooh, the Pathos is a garbage cow. Ooh.
And that's where you hit him.
Yes. Well, yes, we have to defend our honor, Captain. It's from the Trouble with Tribbles. Anyway, right. So you give me a science plus reason check with the stats of your supporting character. What are the stats? So what are those values? What's the target number for the supporting character you've chosen?
I think seeing that a tricorder scan is about to happen, the captain tries to engage the attention of all the natives who might be in this room.
Yes, try to do it behind my back.
You can kind of turn away and do it a little bit.
Yeah, so we won't do it in plain, like holding in front of me. So what do you want to know? Which value?
Science plus reason.
12.
12, okay. Then roll 2d20 on roll 20.
Well,
Are you okay, Mr. W?
I think Mr. W's definitely lost it.
It's the stress of being on stream. Okay, so that's one
anyway,
success. The food is perfectly healthy. There are no toxins in it, and it seems very organic.
Sorry.
So this would be perfectly healthy for any of you to eat.
Okay, sure. Yes.
By the way, the difficulty was 1.
Is it vegetables or just fruit?
There are vegetables, fruit, and as well as various sorts of grains.
Grains. Okay. Sure. Is it like earth food, like traditional? Like would you find earth,
Well,
like
there
bananas
are
or
some.
apples?
There are some. It looks similar, yes. There are some. It basically looks like normal fruit and vegetables from Earth that are just dyed different colors. So, in true Star Trek fashion.
So purple bananas and blue apples.
Well, no, purple bananas are actually, but yes, like that, for example.
Okay, sure. VGR.
Hello, VGR. Well, we're on a planet.
Hey.
Engaging with the natives.
Yes. Can I ask, like, does it, like, I assume it doesn't look like the fruit is actively dyed.
No. If you were to,
it looks like it's naturally that color.
In game, it is naturally this color. But the people watching this show on TV, no, that's clearly just some celery that's been dyed purple.
Yeah.
Great.
No, not engaging as in a marriage. I mean engaging as in communicating. We've not got to the point of having marriages with these people yet. That'll be next session.
Also,
Anyway.
by the way, I think I'm fine now.
Okay,
Good.
Okay, good.
good.
Okay.
So,
All right. So when Gwism has finished their scans and begins eating, the captain then gives a nod to the others and begins eating as well.
okay,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
right.
What does it taste like, if I can?
Like food.
It tastes quite
Oh, yeah.
similar to Earth.
Well done, smart.
It's
You know
not.
what I
Yeah.
mean.
It tastes like fruits and vegetables. There's nothing specifically special about it.
Right.
After you've spent a few minutes here, the people who were in the room have exited as you are eating now. So if there's something you wish to discuss without anyone hearing, this would be the time.
So,
Hang on. Room?
Yeah, the little hut that you're in. It is only one room, but I meant which is still a room.
Right. So they brought us into it, right? I thought we were still outside the hut. Wait, hang on. Did we transport into a hut?
No, you transported out
No.
into the open, into the center of the village.
Yes.
okay, so no one's in the...
All right.
I missed that.
Yep. Anyway,
So what's our next move then, Cap?
Gwism, can you estimate how long this settlement has been here?
That is going to be
Science.
so.
Oh, who should that do? Who should do that?
Well,
The science person.
yes.
Yes. Okay.
Wisdom
Right.
was asked.
The science guy.
Okay, so would a roll? Like, what would a roll?
So this is going to be. It depends on how you go about it. What focuses do you have?
Yeah. Should we have the sheets on roll 20 as well at some point? The supporting
I will put them on
characters?
there
Okay.
between sessions.
Great. Oh, so we should focus with the two at the moment: social recognition and anthropology. Anthropology.
Okay, well you can add the third one of archaeology if you would like to, because that would be useful here. Since these characters are blank slates, we can do whatever we want with them unless it's already been defined.
Archaeology. Okay, sure.
Archaeology.
Yeah.
So Willis, if you want to make
Who are you wanting to give a
suggestions,
shout out?
if you want to make suggestions, you can do that. You can do that if you want to. I don't have anything against that.
Oh Lord, what's he suggested?
He's yelling at the TV
Yeah.
screen.
The
You
TV.
can check to see if the atmosphere is breathable. Yes.
Yes, but we're in the original series.
Right. So that focus would apply,
Great.
and I would say insight plus science.
Okay then. Insight.
What is the
plus
target of those?
science.
What is the target of those two?
That's 13.
13. Okay, then go ahead and roll.
Sure. 2d20s.
2d20. Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Right.
Ooh.
Wow.
So what
What
is
a
what is the
roll.
discipline you're using? What is the discipline? What's the value of that?
Oh yeah, it's with a focus,
good.
alright.
Yes. What is the discipline you're using? So science.
Oh yeah, that's 4.
Okay, then that's a crit. You've got 2 successes.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to set the difficulty again. I said I want to set it
Yeah.
at 1.
Great, okay.
Okay,
Great.
so we've generated another momentum. So now we're up to 1 momentum because 1 had evaporated
Oh, yeah.
because of the scene change. And a complication.
Sense.
Okay,
God.
so right. Okay.
Forward to working this back.
As you're looking around, kind of looking at how this is constructed and the things,
Mm-hmm.
you would reckon that this has been here, these people have been here for anywhere between maybe 800 years to maybe 1,000 years or 1,200 years, anywhere in that range. That's what you would guess. But you don't see any signs of previous habitation in this area.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Yes, I
Is
would.
that exclusively these? Is that exclusively these people, or life on this planet in general?
This settlement. So the things that he's been able to
This
see while being down here.
Right.
No, this planet is 800 years old.
Yes, this is
Wow.
this is a true biblical planet.
Yeah, we're totally in the Stone Age.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yes, I would of course say that information.
Okay. I would.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would prefer it if it was in character. What do you want to say? Do you want to say that?
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. What are you gonna do?
and the mound has presumably been a part of it for its entire existence, or at least long enough for it to not be noticeable.
Do I know this? Out of character?
Well, the mound is covered in forest, so it's probably been here for a
Yeah.
while. And given that the settlement is built around the mound, the mound is basically a big hill. The entire area is flat, completely flat, but the mound is a big hill with forest on it. And the village,
And the town is.
the village is all the way around it. It goes all the way around this mound.
Oh. Okay, so likely power thing first, or at least mound first, and then. Right.
So,
Is it possible? Is it possible, or at least would it be a good course of action to see if? I mean, it's probably a long shot, but see if the power source was as old as civilization, or whether it was older or more recent.
well,
Right,
Well, I
you'd
think we'd
have to
have
do a
to
bit
be
more-
closer to
yeah,
it
you'd have to,
to get that kind of
more
information.
Yeah, the mound is about a mile or so in diameter.
Just to check, as far as we can tell, the power source is effectively in the mound.
Yes,
Isn't it?
in the mound, underground.
Underground.
Hey, the drive.
Hey, it sounds like a chapter.
It does. So, does anyone have anything they want to do or say before people come back into the room?
Right.
And do we have any indication of like open navigatable space underground?
No, you didn't. You didn't get anything like that from the scans. However, the sensors in this era aren't that good necessarily. If you had scans specifically for that, then you could have been able to tell, but you just did a general sweep of the area.
All right, noted
Right.
for future reference.
Literally.
Yes.
Right.
The total population is about 800 people, or around there, between 600 or 800 people.
Can I comms the bridge to request that more in-depth scan of the underground?
Yeah, you can get your communicator out, flip it open, and then twiddle with the little dials to call the ship, if you want to.
Who would be called?
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. So we
I
cut
still
back.
think it would be great if. Oh, go on.
Okay,
God,
we,
yeah.
we cut back to the ship, where we have the characters of Doviah, well, Twossock,
Yes.
Twossock, as well as Nero. And actually, Nero is the one who's currently in charge of the ship because he's lieutenant, and Doviah is lieutenant junior grade. So, how'd you like the captaincy, Rogue?
Oh, again. That's fine.
So the crewman who's at comms is saying, "Sir, I'm getting comms from the captain."
Wouldn't it be me?
No.
Why not?
Actually, wait.
I'm still on the ship.
Oh, right. Yes, I forgot. You're not. Of course, you are
Right.
playing comms, so it would be you. Sorry, my
So
mistake.
when I say, okay, so, right, I'm getting comms from the captain.
On cap, yep, put it through.
Putting it on screen now, sir.
Not on screen. There is no visual. It's just the open flippable.
Audio only, sir.
Of course, it's only the communicate.
Patching it through.
Yes.
On audio, sir. Sir.
Alright, Cap, how's it going?
We need a scan of the underground area around the settlement to determine whether or not there is navigatable space.
Okie dokie, Cap. Yeah, can somebody scan?
Yeah, there's someone at
The-
science.
Yeah.
Do you want them to buy?
Yeah, scan the.
Do you want them to buy any dice? We've got 1 momentum.
Could do.
I think it would be appropriate for this.
Sure.
Otherwise, we're just
Yeah.
kind of like blindly searching for stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah, do you want to know if
Oops,
there's
I need to roll one more.
underground cabin space?
Okay. That's 2
Oh, wow.
successes, assisted by the ship. So... Dodd, would you like to roll for the ship? This is going to be sensors plus science.
Sure. Sensors plus science. And okay.
Oh,
One more.
Great.
okay. So, the difficulty of this task was 2, so you've generated 1 more momentum. And on the bridge,
Nice.
so you can hear, you would be able to hear this. So there is a female voice who says, "Running a scan now. There is a system of there's a system of cavernous spaces inside the mound. However, the other area, I'm not detecting any caves. However, it is difficult to get a scan through. There appears to be some sort of interference, perhaps metals in the rock."
Are there any noticeable signs of what might be an entrance?
There does appear to be something on the western side of the mound. At
Did you
this,
get that? Cap?
at this point, just as they finish talking, someone enters the hut. It is you quickly shut it off. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that was it.
Apparently.
Back to the book.
Yes. So,
Right.
we go back down to the planet. This time is a man who looks he looks quite old. He's got a cane, and he's got quite long white hair and a white beard as well, and looks a little bit frail. And as he comes in, he takes a bow before you. And then he says, "I trust that you have all had time to refresh yourselves." As he's kind of looking at the ground in front of you, he's not making eye contact.
Yes, thank you. May we have the name of the one who is granting us hospitality?
We are the Vurai, but you are the guests. You are the guests of Arklow. He is waiting for you.
Oh my god. May I ask what Arklow wants to meet with us about?
We do not know. He is waiting for you in the temple. Please, would you follow us?
Very well.
Right. I would stand up as well.
Okay.
Are we sitting down still, or?
It's up to you. That is completely up to you.
I'm standing the whole time.
You're not Steve.
Let's
Right.
go. Hey, another
Okay.
head.
Yes, sure. Let's
Okay.
let's follow them.
So,
I just
Yes?
follow the captain.
you're following? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you head out of the hut, you can see that there are about a dozen, or about 2 dozen people there, of all ages, who are arranged to the left along and to the right along, creating sort of a corridor between them to walk for you to walk along. And they've got wreaths of flowers that, as you are passing them, they're giving you, putting over your head and onto your arms. Is anyone not accepting them?
No.
I am not accepting them.
No, not accepting them. Okay.
I do accept it.
I think it's true to my character. He sort of accepted with a yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Much obliged.
So if you're not accepting them, they seem a little bit shocked at first, but they don't push it. The old man is walking along, and then 4 other younger men join him. 2 women as well. And they are leading you through the village to the edge of the forest where the mound begins.
It looks like it'll be in there then.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You enter the forest, and the terrain is sloping up. Here, it is no longer the soft mosses that you were walking on before, but rather hard dirt and rock. However, notably only stones, not any rock faces, just stones. As you're walking along, you can see there are sharp boulders sticking out of the ground at various seemingly unnatural angles. However, the boulders are overgrown with mosses and trees and shrubbery. It does not look man-made, but it does look artificial in some regard. After a while, you get to a little bit of a clearing where the where the hillside is particularly steep. And ahead of you there is an entrance into the mound. The entrance has been... the entranceway is made of carved stone bricks in an archway, and there are 2 statues either side of what looks like a dragon's head.
Oh, lovely.
There are torches, which are stuck out of the mouths of each of the 2 statues, which are burning away. And the people who are leading you here take on a sort of there are 3 either side. And the old man comes to a stop and he says, "Please, Arklow is waiting for you." And he indicates towards the entrance. Inside, it is quite dark.
I'm kind of tempted to ask it. I think I'll probably wait because I do have a question I want to ask. No, what? Yeah.
Commercial
I'll wait.
break, yes. That's exactly where commercial break would have been.
Just fades to black.
Yeah.
We see the thing and dun dun dun! And then commercial break.
Try on new. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to check for any like torches or something that look like people would have them there waiting to guide them through.
The only torches you can see are the torches sticking out of the dragon statues. However, they are reasonably high up, so someone could take one out
The tallest of mine. Okay, I'm gonna sort of look at the gentleman who sort of guided us here, and sort of look at the torches, almost as if to say, you know, are we allowed to take these and use these?
The captain openly says, "May we have a torch to light our way?"
He says, "Yes, of course, you must carry the torch. It is tradition."
Oh no.
Very well. Takes torch.
Willis, 1961, says, tricorders out, start scanning.
That's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah.
Really? Is that really what you want to do?
I think we should wait until we're inside first.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah,
Sure.
wait,
Where it's dark.
yeah, wait until you're in the trap before you start scanning. Good idea.
Well,
It's
we
a
can't
trap.
we're not.
Oh god.
We still don't know how much we're allowed to do in front of these people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know what they know.
Exactly.
So,
We don't know, as I
Uh,
think, I can't remember who suggested it, and we don't know if this is just a front or not. I think it was Rogue that suggested.
yeah,
It's just a front.
that does happen sometimes in the show, but
Some chicanery.
at this point the protocol has to come
Yeah.
first.
Willis has a good point. He says,
so-
you already beamed down in front of them.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
protocol's kind of a little bit
We
like
weren't
that.
going to do, but then conversations and
But then,
stuff.
but then forgetting just dominoed into each other.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So you are given one of the torches, which is the typical Hollywood torch that doesn't produce any smoke because it's burning. Well, yeah.
Makes sense.
It's
Yes.
not, it's
Magic
yeah.
torches.
And do you enter?
Same like the D&D torches that don't fill all
Not-
the rooms with
not
smoke
in
and
my
make it
game.
impossible to breathe.
In my Pathfinder games, they are realistic. In my Pathfinder games, they're
Yes.
realistic. So people are
Alright.
actually using candles.
That was like, you dare accuse me of not being realistic.
Not in my game.
You dare accuse me of not being realistic in my Pathfinder games. Anyway, here's a dragon, here's a massive king lizard that breathes fire, go kill that, or whatever, you know.
Yes. So, who's going first?
I assume the captain.
So there's enough
Yeah.
space for two people to walk next to each other, so side by side.
I will go next to the captain, being the chief of security and the second in command, in essence.
Okay,
I'll go
so you've got the
first.
captain and first officer both going
Steering.
first into a potentially dangerous situation. Perfect TOS.
Do your own dirty work. That's one of my things.
Okay. And then the other two go behind. Sure.
Yeah.
Right. As expected, no one else is accompanying you in here.
Yeah, fair.
And
Right.
as you enter, the walls are covered in thick mosses and fungi and dirt, and there are stalactites that have grown from the ceiling as you enter. The ground is covered in dirt. This looks like it has been carved through, as there is clearly a quite straight left wall, right wall, top wall, and ceiling and floor. So very straight. This is not a natural cavern by any means.
What did the gentleman say the name was? Arklow.
Yes, Arklow.
Yes, Arklow.
Arklow, yes.
Was it?
Arklow. It was
The
Arklow.
fact that
It was
that's
Arklow.
very close to Arklow scares me.
Cool.
What?
What?
Arklow is I think it's a language in D&D, isn't it? Like the language
It
of
is.
demons or something?
Not
And
sure.
it's also a language in H.P. Lovecraft's universe, which
Ah.
is not a good sign. So,
I'm sure it's a great sign. Okay.
Anyway,
Yes. So you enter, walking along. You get to the corridor goes in straight and then curves around a bit, so you're now no longer within sight of the entrance. You come to there's also a T intersection here. You could go left or right.
Captain turns back to NPC name.
Tom Robin or
Gwissom.
Yarly Gwissom?
Gwissom. She said Gwissom.
Gwissom.
Okay.
Begin scans.
Okay.
Right.
And meanwhile, I'm going to kind of like watch down all the intersecting corridors and keep an eye out for danger.
Ah, so you would see the giant spider. No, sorry, wrong thing.
Oh, God.
Okay, so so this is going to be science plus reason.
Okay.
Bear in mind you have no momentum. And this is going to be... Well, you've got one momentum.
Yes.
Sorry, one momentum. This is going to be a
Alright.
difficulty 0 task, however.
Sure.
Just to get the base thing.
I'll give it up.
So I'm rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Actually, sure. It's not the character that's selected, but yes. Okay, so what? Science plus reason, that's 12. So 1 turn.
You only rolled... Alright, you rolled
Another
it separately,
name.
I see. So yeah, only one success. But that's okay. It was a difficulty 0, so you've generated one momentum, which you can use either to store or to ask an additional question.
Right.
And yes, so you're scanning, and it's a lot easier to find out where the energy source is coming from. It is coming from pretty much directly below you, about 20 meters below you.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, you now notice that the walls, ceiling and floor, is not made of rock, but it is made of steel.
Oh. So, like, actually created rather than just carved. Unless this whole mound is made up of naturally forming steel, if that's a thing.
Naturally forming steel.
Well, what? Shut up. Or you, or whatever the equivalent. Piss off. Or whatever the equivalent is. I'm just chucking ideas out. This is what I do.
Yeah, that's great. That's
fine.
great.
Yeah.
Don't comment, Dodd. Just don't make me feel more. Just.
I said nothing.
So,
Thanks.
I'm
Anyway,
assuming you
forget I
relay
said
this
anything.
information?
Yes, I relay the information.
We've got 2 momentum. Would you like to ask... Well, spend the information. You can, of course, discuss between you what that question would be.
Well, okay. Well, you said made of steel. I mean, how? So we're in the mound of this. How the hell?
Mhm.
Okay, can we like do something to ask? Well, it's probably obvious that. And no mind. It's probably obvious that the mound was officially created, not artificially created at this point, or at least this section of it.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe ask if this steel wall, ceiling, and floor, if this continues all the way through the tunnels.
I'm going to give you that for free.
I don't think that's a useful question.
Yeah, I'm going to give you that for free. So as far as you can scan, and you can't scan that far because it's quite dense, but as far as you can scan, yes, it is. Willis has a suggestion,
Oh, I don't have Twitch chat open.
which is age of the steel, question mark.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Sure. I'll do that. Thank you, Willis. Thank you, Willis.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
See,
God,
we've got
the
chat
character's
involved. We've got chat involved. This is a professional live stream.
It is. I mean, whoever said that
Strictly
wasn't.
speaking, the character is also me. Always me.
Well, calling it professional now. Come now.
I know. Ensign Dunsel here. Okay, so the question of how old is this steel structure? So, given that stalactites have formed on the ceilings from presumably either precipitation in here or maybe fluids that have somehow leaked down through cracks, you would guess that this has been here at least, well, between 800 years and maybe 1,200 years as well. So about as long as the settlements have been around.
Okay.
I assume
Makes
that it
sense, but also tells us that they probably formed roundabouts the same time, rather than this being like an ancient thing that people suddenly sprouted up around.
Yeah. How?
People suddenly just started appearing all over the place. Just...
Yeah. oh
Interesting
god, it's a
thought.
magic tunnel. How? Am I just being a dum-dum when I ask how stalagmites would form on steel?
Well, it's either through sedimentation, things, condensation, I mean. So maybe water or dust in water that collects on the ceilings that maybe drips down, or there are cracks in it and things like drips down through the structure.
So the stalagmites are likely steel as well.
No, the stalactites are made of mostly, sediment. So mostly calcium, I believe it was.
Yes.
Right?
I'm just going to
It's
leave
mostly
it.
calcium. I think it's calcium.
Unless there's something just melting the steel and making it
I'm just
drip
gonna-
down into
I'm just gonna leave
stalactites.
it.
No, it
It's
isn't.
not steel.
It isn't.
That would be interesting.
It would be.
God
Do you
damn
want to? Do you
It
want
would
to deal
be.
in the next game? Okay, so what do you want to do? You can go left or right.
Well, it's probably a bad idea to split up.
Yes,
That's-
usually.
But we are in the original series era, so
Well, they
That
didn't
is
really-
also true.
in the original series era.
But
if,
we also
if you
don't
split
have-
up. It's the red shirts who split up.
Yeah,
I'll stick together
which,
then.
Isn't it the red shirts that? Isn't it the red shirts that die first?
Yes,
Oh.
usually.
yes.
Generally.
Unless-
They're
unless-
the security and operations people, so they're expendable.
Unless you're Scotty.
Oh,
He's wearing a
fine.
red shirt, but he usually survives.
Hang on.
Yes.
Looks down at the shirt.
You're science, so you're blue. But sometimes they mix it up. So they got a red shirt, but they give him a blue shirt, so that the audience didn't expect them to die so soon, which actually did. They actually did do that.
Damn it.
So anyway, what do you want to do?
Well. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, Captain. Was in character.
The Kepler, how do you respond to that?
I'm playing it true to my character.
I think she blinks. That would be impractical.
Come on. But, fine.
Did the scans indicate that either of these went somewhat downward?
That's going to be another
Nearby.
obtain information. You've got one momentum left.
All right, no, we'll do this
The
D&D
old-fashioned way.
exploration style. We'll go a little bit down and see what we find.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you go left or right?
All right.
God, I miss D&D.
We'll go right.
Okay. You walk right, continuing through.
There's also the possibility that they both go to the same place, so we'll
True.
see.
As you're walking, there are some roots that have broken through the ceiling that are kind of dangling down, and as you manage to squeeze past those, eventually you get to a large chamber.
Do you maybe want to do something make a diagram on Roll20? Because
No.
remember you did something similar for when
Yeah, I
Steve.
did.
Oh, you don't.
Yes, I did do that, but in this case it's not needed.
Okay.
Right, so you come to a large chamber, also rectangular in shape. Well, three-dimensional, of course, but the floor, like from above, it's rectangular. And one side, so the three sides, you're coming in from one, you're to the left, to the right, is both the same straight walls with moss growing over them. However, the far side, it looks like there's just so much dirt that has
Accumulated.
fallen in here. It looks like, imagine like if this was underground and one of the walls just vanished and all of the dirt from the outside would just fall in. That's what this looks like.
God.
There is no sunlight coming in. No sunlight. You can't see the surface, but it's just dirt. Oh wait. But there does not seem to be any other way to go here.
All right.
But there's also...
Start digging, boys.
Okay. No, that's fine.
What?
Start digging, boys, he said.
I'm not digging anything. Aren't you security?
You said there's no other way to go.
From this point, there is, but you could go left the way you came before.
Yeah. How about we? Okay, this is to what's his name? The comms. Oh,
Me, you mean?
What do you mean?
The
Science
NPC
officer.
yeah, the NPC that Kanga's playing.
Yeah.
the person
Yes. Yarly
Gwissem.
Yarly Gwissem.
Gwissem.
Wissam, the one who
Yeah.
scans.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Nice title.
I
Thank you. Well,
I like it that the doctor.
yeah.
Yarly,
Yes.
Yarly, give this a scan. See what we can find.
Will do, sir.
Oh, I'll just stand here and watch, shall I?
Well,
You're playing a science person. aren't you?
medical.
No, not science. Medical. Yeah. That's probably the best doc. I'm so
Okay.
tempted to
And it was
turn the
12.
camera on so I can
12,
hand
yes.
action.
okay, so that's
One-
2
Yeah,
successes.
true.
Oh,
This is
wait.
difficulty 0, so you've got... you generated 2 momentum, so we're up to 3.
Yay.
Looking around this, there is a lot of debris that seems to be buried in the dirt that has fallen in.
Oh.
You are not detecting any other chambers beyond. There's like maybe 7 meters of dirt, and then there's the outside on that side. So there's no
What kind of debris?
metallic. There are some. Yeah, it is metallic.
Is it the same metallic as the like the same metal as the steel, or is it? Or can we not tell that?
There is some steel, but there's also some tritanium,
Ooh.
Okay.
which is notable because just little bits of tritanium, not a lot, little bits of it, which is incidentally also the same stuff that your starship's hull is made from.
Yes.
It is an
Yes.
alloy. It is an alloy.
Mm-hmm. So yes, it would tell. I don't know what's the name. It was
Shiun. Shiun.
Yosef.
Yosef Westacre.
Oh, yeah,
Westacre.
Westacre. Okay. Right, I would relate to Mr. Westacre.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the group really.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
It is good information to have, but it seems prudent to go the other way.
Just so it is such carefully selected vocabulary, like prudent, and then
yes.
to go the other way.
It's
Not to explore
almost-
the other option,
almost-
but just go the other way.
it's almost
Yeah.
it's almost Victorian. I
Yes.
feel.
Hello, Anthony.
I don't know. I just say the first words that come to my brain.
Yeah.
So
Great. That's great.
I like how
good.
I like
That's
how
very
it's
good.
brain rather than mind.
Well, that was an example of.
yes.
It's
Okay, so you want to. So. Well, Willis has one thing he suggested.
examine/scan the metallic objects in the debris.
However, you already said you wanted to go the other way?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Could
tempted
I-
to like reach my hand in and like grab
You'd
just a little bit.
You would have to dig through a bit of dirt before you get to
Quite
any of it.
right.
Not much, just a few feet. You would still have to dig through.
Could I, just while walking, just turn back and then just scan it?
No, that would be the scan you did before then.
Sure.
Okay, so you go the other way, get back to the intersection. Going the other way, you get to a spot where basically there's a hole, a shaft going down, and also up. So the corridor doesn't go any further. There's just a shaft going up and down. There is lots of moss covering the walls, as well as roots and things like that. So you could try to climb up or down it if you would like to. This would be a fitness plus security task with a difficulty of 1.
First,
That's 15, that's pretty good.
like this is presumably something that has been navigated before, and these are metal chambers. I'd like to search if there is either a functional or non-functional sort of operation panel.
Okay. All you can see is moss everywhere. You can try to clean away some of the moss.
Scan, or clean it,
Or you can
whatever.
scan. You can scan if you want to, or...
Scanning feels more natural,
Okay.
but
And I would like to try and make my way up the up the chamber or tunnel.
okay.
Mhm.
Have fun.
Oh yes. Fitness plus security, you said?
Mhm.
Value.
Difficulty 1.
I assume do your own dirty work doesn't apply here.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Boom.
Okay, that's all you needed.
Yeah.
Okay. So... Right. So you wanted to scan? So give me a roll. Difficulty...
That would be...
Actually, you know what? In this case, you wouldn't need to roll. I'm just going to give it to you without a roll, because it's quite... Okay, well, bye Anthony Saracen, thank you for stopping by.
Fine.
Right, so... Yeah, it's very obvious. So, it looks like there at some point were control panels in the walls, because there are holes there. However, these control panels have eroded away long ago.
Okay. In that case, I will climb down.
You're gonna climb down. Ooh, we're splitting the party. Ooh. Okay. Right, so give me the check. Fitness plus security. Difficulty 1.
Fitness, security, and okay.
Didn't change.
Okay.
1.
Right. So Kango and Rogue, where are you going?
Oh, I'm probably going to follow the doctor, the captain.
The captain.
Alright.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Kango, where are you going?
So,
What's up, Doc?
Are you going with the chief of
so
security?
where's everyone going?
The
So
chief of security is going up. The doctor and captain are going down.
I'm going to go up. I don't want
Go up.
single people around, going around the map. Well, the map.
Yeah, only married couple
I
and
know
couples.
I know
please.
someone could do a joke, but I mean like, you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
No one on the road.
Singular
but
people.
interpreting things literally is more fun.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I meant like singular.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. So yes, I'll go up with the doctor.
Okay. So both of you need to give me a
Me.
roll. Fitness plus security.
You mean chief
difficult one.
of security?
Yes, chief
Yes,
of security.
sorry.
It's because
Okay,
if we get the assignments wrong, it's because of the characters that the players are playing in the other Star Trek game.
Yes.
Which was, by the way,
Yeah.
what's for if I mess up character names. Ooh, that's interesting.
Indeed.
Ah. Okay. So
Mm.
Rogue, what is what is your fitness plus security combined? The supporting characters.
I did change it, but it didn't take when they did it, so I might have to change it back later.
Okay, well, what is the value?
It would be, or the fitness plus security, it would be 10 if it was
Okay.
that. Or
So then
I
that's
changed it.
yep, that's a success then. Okay. Well. Okay, so so Tom Robin is going down with the captain. Not with the ship, down with the ship, but just doing down the shaft with the captain. Yarley is going up. Yarley's having a bit of difficulty and it's making slow progress. Okay. So let's follow the captain first. It is quite a long climb down for both you and Robin. However, eventually you reach the... Well, okay. It's given you knew how far down it is. You reach the bottom of the shaft, which is the same elevation as the energy signature that you were getting.
Alright.
There's another corridor. You go along the corridor. And you come across another chamber that seems to have lots of vines growing down the middle, separating it into two halves. You can hear what sounds like either very strange chattering, or perhaps a sort of sliding or grinding sound beyond the vines. What do you want to do?
The medical officer presumably has the equipment to scan for life signs.
Mm-hmm. By the way, this is a chamber, so not the corridor. You've exited the corridor, you're now in a chamber. If that wasn't clear, I want to reiterate. So, do you want to scan? Medical officer?
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell whether they're mechanical or organic. They could be either at this point. Okay, so if you want, do you want to scan for life signs specifically?
Yep.
Okay, so in that case, I would allow either medicine or science plus reason, or insight. Insight would also work.
Okay, it'll be insight plus 13. Give me a sec. I'll just do it this way. I had to work out what I did before, which is a pain.
Okay, what's the target?
It was
By the way, this is difficulty 0, so...
or 13, so...
Okay, that's one success. Okay.
Yep.
So we're up to 4 momentum. You
Nice.
are detecting lots of plant life, of course. But you are detecting no animal life outside of your own crew members. However, there is definitely activity, things moving beyond this wall of vines. But no life signs, other than what I've described. So what do you want to do?
What else we
Okay.
up
I turn to Robin. Prepare for danger. Be cautious. And begin progressing through the room.
Be cautious.
I can...
Also, you go first.
No. Captain leads.
Okay.
I don't know how good I'll be, Captain. This is actually what we call what is it? But I'll give it a go.
Okay. As you push the vines aside, going through, all the viewers who are watching this on TV are astonished at the amount of funding that they were able to put towards set design. I mean, this looks really realistic.
Yes.
As you push through them, you get to the other side. You can see there's the far side of the room ahead of you there, the wall. And in the center of the wall, there is a machine built into the wall, lights blinking, sort of tapes turning, lots of buttons, lots of machinery, things moving backwards and forwards, pistons going around.
Of course.
And you hear a voice. The voice says, I have been expecting you. And
Oh no.
that is where we're going to have to call the session, because we've gone past 10
Yeah. Now's the outbreak.
o'clock.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't you say an episode every 2 sessions? There we go. Or the equivalent
3.
would be.
Yeah, that was my
something.
estimate. We'd get an episode done every 2 or 3 sessions. That's my estimate.
Is it going to be like a series of, like, unless it's a special, like a multi-part special? Are we good? Are we? No. Straight face. There we go. Are we gonna like? Is it gonna be like more like multiple little adventures rather than like a few really big ones?
It is going to be episodic, yes. So, like, unlike our Saturday game, which is very continuous and more of a simulation, really, this is going to be more like the TV show, where it's going to be this adventure in this episode, and then this adventure in that episode, and so on. So,
Blah, 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 blah.
yeah. However, that doesn't mean that there can't be connections between the episodes, but they are going to be mostly standalone adventures.
Yeah, there's continuity.
Mm-hmm. A 2-parter. Well, yeah, it's probably probably every adventure is going to be a 2 or 3-parter, but
At least.
yeah, at least.
2 hours is pretty short for like a complete plot line
Oh yeah.
True.
to go through.
Yeah.
Although
I tell you, the time flies past, doesn't
It
it?
does.
If you had like 1 hour
It's only 2 hours.
to make this.
it is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I
only 2
suppose
hours.
it's just quite short. I suppose it's just quite short compared to our Saturday session.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
By a long shot.
much shorter.
A one-shot again?
Oh god.
Okay, so
I'm just trying to make talk.
that is the first actual gameplay game. So what are people thinking? And does anyone have feedback? Twitch chat. Hello.
Well, hello. Well, first of all, I'd like to apologise for me dying halfway through.
God,
That was, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that was, I did enjoy that quite a lot. I did like that.
I think for a first session where none of us really know how to play our characters yet, I'd say that was solid.
Yeah.
I would say so. I would say that as well. I'm also really happy that we got to use supporting characters in the first session as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I might need to redo the top.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in Discord.
Mm-hmm. When actually, so Rogue, when you've just redo, you can redo it on the website, and then just post it again. Just post it again.
Would it?
Okay.
Alright.
Right. So that was fun. I noticed that Room's Bath is in the chat, but they haven't said anything yet.
Hasn't said anything. Did they say something last time?
They did.
I think they have
a little
yeah.
bit.
But they've just been sitting back enjoying the show and maybe sat and maybe fell asleep in their chair.
Maybe.
Yeah.
With
Or they're just lurking. They could just be lurking this time.
Like the big spider behind you, yes.
In game
Okay,
or in
okay.
real
Yeah.
life?
Both.
No.
Granted, there could genuinely be a large spider behind me.
Shut up,
This is
shut up.
Florida.
True.
Genuinely, I think if that happened to me, I think I would just die on the spot. Like, I wouldn't even faint. I think I'd just die on the spot.
Yeah.
That's not
I
a
remember
spider,
one time I
that's
came
not
into my room and there was like a 4-inch spider just sitting on the edge of my bed. And I was just like, nope, you're not allowed there.
Oh.
You're not allowed that.
That's no spider, that's a horta, Willis says. Yes, it is.
Good.
Right.
Okay, if any of you want to watch an episode of TOS, if you want to, I would strongly suggest watching an episode called Doomsday Machine. It's one of the best episodes. It's
I think I've
really,
heard
really
that.
good. So, it's got some great tension in it, some great music as well, like direction, acting. It's a really great episode. Right, so,
Okay.
that is that then. I would have had more. I would have had more different pictures of the ship, also with backgrounds. But I was literally I was literally rendering the last image as the stream was starting.
Right.
Plus, I mean, I've only done the windows on one side along the bottom, so
Oh dear.
You do the texture yourself.
yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, Balance of Terror is another really good episode of TOS. Balance of Terror.
What's that?
The Balance of Terror, Willis says. Balance of Terror. It's an episode of the original series. That's another really good one.
Right.
I mean, so if you can, if you want to do, obviously you don't have to, but if you want to, then those are episodes that I would suggest.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
Also, the way
thank
the text is on the source, that also looks great. I can't really see properly with the pictures right
with this
now, but
with this picture, you can't see the text probably, but it does say
Yeah.
USS Pathos, NCC 1713.
yes, it looks great.
I'm also really happy with how the boost art collectors turned out.
Yeah.
That was tricky to
On
do.
the nacelles.
Yeah, the front bits of the nacelles of the engines.
orange glowy bits. It looks so good.
Maybe when you've completely finished it, maybe put a picture in Admiral Chat so you can see it. Because I haven't got Twitch chat open at the moment.
Oh well, I can post it now. Hold on,
Perfect.
I can post to the pictures.
Ship looks good, Willis says.
Thank you very much. So those are the pictures I've got at the moment. I'll put them in the public Admiral chat so other people can also watch
Yeah,
see them.
Yeah.
They're still uploading.
Yeah, I can see.
There we go.
Ooh, transparent
You
background as
made
well.
that.
Yeah, in Blender.
Oh, that looks good.
Bloody hell.
I didn't even see the
That
texture of them.
That looks brilliant.
Yes.
Where did that take you?
Well, the base model of the Constitution class I made, like the basic model I made in 2016. So I reused the base of that.
Right.
But I had to redo a lot of the model, like clean it up as well as fix some areas that weren't accurate and unwrap the entire thing and then do all of the texturing and all of the windows as well. I had to do all of the windows and of course the booster collectors and things like that. So it basically took me today.
Wow. Also, I see the legs on the saucer.
Yeah, I put the little landing strips on the saucer for when it detaches in an emergency.
Think.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's
Done.
that's that. Oh,
Yes, legs.
One good thing, one other good thing about these being shorter is I'm not producing 3 to 4 pages of notes per session.
Yeah, no, and I find that I can concentrate a bit better. I think just sitting down at a laptop screen for 6 hours, like, what is it? It's like 6.5 hours.
No,
straight.
it's 5.5 to 6 hours.
Yes.
5.5 to 6 hours, yeah.
Yeah, it does look a
This
little bit
gets
like.
my
No, go continue.
brain just goes a bit numb. My brain
Yeah.
just goes a bit numb, I think.
It does look like it could be from the animated series. It's because the actual hull of it doesn't have any texture to it.
It's
yet.
a straw.
It's just the actual hull part of the white part of it, the grey part, is just a solid color. That's probably why. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how it turned out.
Yes.
Anyways, So, we've been talking about
Do
for
they
another
glow, the
15
Twossock
minutes.
reflectors? They actually have a light source.
They do.
Yeah, because it looks orange, the neck of it.
Yeah, it's actually illuminating the saucer on some of the images. But right, so I shall see you all either on Saturday, but for the rest of you who are watching this live or archived, on Tuesday.
Right, yes.
Well, Wednesday, because you've got a stream then, haven't you?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. So CangoFango streams on Sundays.
Yes.
If anyone else has something they would like to shout out, go ahead.
Yes, please. As I think I did before, I have a casual roleplay server. It's not like this. It's more like text-based roleplay. If you want the invite for that, feel free to just DM me.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Willis M61 says, my new favorite TV show, Star Trek Pathos.
Oh.
Oh.
Mine too.
Oh, that sounded like a sneeze more than a laugh.
Okay, so this stream will be archived, and that's it.
Will it?
It will, yes.
Interesting,
So-
right?
Bye, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
It was very nice.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. And good night.